We will move on to Iran now and how the U.S. will respond to Iran exceeding the uranium enrichment limits it agreed to and the landmark nuclear deal. President Trump gave a first indication last night.
Iran better be careful, because you enrich for one reason, and I won't tell you what that reason is, but it's no good. They better be careful.
Iran's move comes more than a year after the president withdrew from the 2015 Iran nuclear deal and reimposed tough economic sanctions. CNN's Fred Pleitgen just back from assignment in Tehran, and he joins us live this morning from Moscow. Good morning, Fred. Where are we headed?
Yeah, good morning, Dave. It is actually quite a significant move on the part of the Iranians, because the Iranians had already said that they were going to produce more low-enriched uranium, but now they're actually increasing the quality and the enrichment level of that uranium. Before that, the uranium was enriched to about 3.67%. And now the Iranians they haven't exactly said how much, but it's going to be about 5% that they are enriching it to. So it's a higher grade quality of uranium. But to put things in perspective for you, that's the kind of uranium that can still only be used for civilian purposes. If the Iranians were going to build a bomb, for instance, they would need uranium enriched to about 90%. So they are still pretty far away from doing that. But the big question, of course, is why are the Iranians doing that? And they say the fact is very simple, is that they have the nuclear agreement that they say they have been abiding by in full. Now they're breaching some of the provisions, and they say they're doing that because they're not getting any of the benefits of the nuclear agreement, which is the sanctions relief that they were promised under the nuclear agreement. Obviously, the sanctions on the part of the U.S. have gotten stronger, and the Iranians are saying they want the Europeans to come up with a mechanism to get around these sanctions. The Europeans are saying that's in the work, but it takes time. The Iranians are saying that their patience is running out, and they're also saying, Dave, that in the next 60 days, they're going to go to their next stage where they are going to breach even more provisions of the nuclear agreement. They haven't yet said what that's going to be, but they say it's going to be an ongoing process. So it certainly seems as though the tensions in that region are only going to increase.
Those who knew her described 59-year-old Suzanne Eaton as an inspiring scientist, an athlete, a loving spouse, and mother of two. Now they are looking for answers after Eaton's remains were discovered on Greece's largest island on Monday. Police ruled her cause of death homicide by asphyxiation. Eaton was last seen attending a conference at the Orthodox Academy in Crete on July 2nd. That same day, colleagues believe Eaton went out for her daily jog on the island when she went missing. 6 days later, local police say Eaton's remains were discovered in a cave near her running path. After her disappearance, family members set up a Facebook account called Searching for Suzanne, raising more than $40,000 to help with the search. Police are continuing to investigate, according to a statement from the institute in Germany where Eaton worked as a microbiologist. Her loss is unbearable, the institute said. The California native was the wife of British scientist Tony Hyman and mother of two sons, Max and Luke. CNN has reached out to the family, but they have not yet responded. We will remember forever the extraordinary scientist, so caring and devoted to her family and friends, her employer said in a statement. We remain in disbelief of this shocking and awful tragedy.